3 people are dead in what witnesses call a chaotic scene in a Maple Ridge neighborhood. It ended last night with gunshots and a vehicle set on fire. Taya Fast joins us now with more on how this all began. And Taya, police were actually called to that same location earlier in the day.
Yeah, they were, Sophie. What happened here last night is both tragic and unsettling. Officers have been on scene here since yesterday evening, and a large portion of this Maple Ridge neighborhood remains closed off. And officers have been focusing their investigation around 2 homes and 2 burned out vehicles. And just moments ago, investigators entered one of the homes in hazmat suits. What may have started as a disagreement between neighbors turned into a deadly and chaotic night in Maple Ridge.
Just a super close family, tight-knit community. Like, it's shocking. Totally out of the ordinary.
Police were called to this quiet neighborhood along 239th Street just before 7 p.m. for reports of a neighborhood dispute. No arrests were made and officers left. But just hours later, police were called back, this time for reports of a vehicle fire and break-in.
I went and looked out the window, and that flames were just going up the side of the house, up into the roof. Car was on fire, and then I said, holy crap. Okay, shut it down, let's get out of here.
Then came gunfire.
I woke up and I heard 5 more similar sounding gunshots.
Fire crews were escorted away from the scene for a period of time during what was described to Global News as an active shooter incident.
Next thing, they come running at us and told us to get in the house, so lock the doors and stay away from the windows.
A man and a woman in their 60s and a dog were found dead inside this home. A third person, believed to be the suspect, was later found dead in a neighboring house from what police say was a self-inflicted injury. Neighbors say the victims were longtime residents in the area, had kids and grandchildren, and were well known on the block.
They were very quiet people, and he was still working as a teacher part-time, and she was a banker, and she's retired totally and couldn't have better neighbors.
Neighbors tell Global News there is a history between the suspect and victims, possibly around parking, and bylaw had been called out before.
There's a lot of comments and rumors that are out there on social media. The last thing we want to do is speculate, so I'm going to wait for the investigations to be complete and go from there.
The Integrated Homicide Investigation Team has now taken over the case, while BC's police watchdog has been called in to review police actions.
We are encouraging any witnesses to come forward. Anyone who's seen, heard, or otherwise witnessed anything is encouraged to give us a call.
All right, Taya, what, if any, information have the police released about the suspect in this case?
Yeah, we don't have any information about the suspect from police or a possible motive. But as mentioned, neighbors had told Global News that there was an ongoing dispute between him and the victims, possibly around parking. And we also heard from neighbors that there was claims the suspect had threatened the victims earlier in the day. But for now, this area remains behind police tape as the investigation continues. Sophie?
All right, thanks for that. Taya Fast in Maple Ridge tonight.